Hi and welcome to BeatleDave's Beatles channel. Today's video, it's a follow-up video showing a fabulous bunch of solo Beatles promo CDs. So please, come and join me. So hello again and a fabulously warm welcome to BeatleDave's Beatles channel. I really hope all you fabulous Beatles people are really fab out there. Are you all okay out there? I certainly hope so, and thank you for joining me again today on the channel. So yes, today's video, it's a follow-up video of one I did actually about a year ago, showing a fabulous collection of my Beatles very collectible promo CDs. But obviously this time it's the solo Beatles turn, where I'm going to be showing a real nice selection from John, Paul, George and Ringo. And I was really quite surprised actually how many CDs and promotional related items I've actually amassed through the years. But you know, there's just so much out there to collect of solo Beatles, and it's always 4 times as hard and 4 times as expensive. So that's going to be coming up very, very soon. But before then, it's time for something a little bit different. It's Ask BeatleDave, yeah! So yes, welcome to Ask BeatleDave, where I'll be answering your questions that you have about anything Beatles related, maybe about an item I've shown or haven't shown, about the guys' solo careers or films, you name it, and I'll try and answer it right here. So today's question is from Percy Cabello. How you doing, Percy, my friend? Hope you're well. And he asks, BeatleDave, what would be your top recommendations to visit the UK for a Beatles fan? So thanks for that question, Percy, and obviously being in the Beatles' country of origin, I know of plenty of fabulous places within the UK if you want a pilgrimage to various Beatles related locations. So my top 5 in no particular order to visit would firstly be in the city and birthplace of the Beatles, which obviously is Liverpool. Absolutely numerous places to visit in the town where they were born, and I'm actually going to say as one of the 5 places, John and Paul's National Trust homes of Menlo Avenue and Forthlin Road. Such great places to visit, and they've been made to look exactly as they would have been back in the day. So another place then, or it's just going to have to be a double choice again actually, simply because they go hand in hand just like the 2 songs of Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. And personally though, I did actually prefer the pre-visitor centre days of Strawberry Fields, which would have been just as it was when John Lennon used to visit in his younger life. I mean, it's such a peaceful and tranquil place, but sadly now it seems to have been commercialised, and although I do understand this, but in my opinion I just preferred it as it was before. Penny Lane of course is a bus terminus, but everything in the song is there when you play the song in your mind. And also if you follow Penny Lane all the way down to the other end, you'll find a Perspex box over the street sign where Paul McCartney signed it a few years ago. So a third location then has to be Matthew Street, which incorporates the Cavern Club where the Beatles played 292 times between 1961 and 1963. And although technically it's not the original club, but it does back onto where the original club was, using many of the archway bricks incorporated into the new cavern. And of course there's the Beatles shop, the A Hard Day's Night shop, a Beatles museum and the Grapes pub. Tons of history. So moving to the city of London, and the final 2 locations I've chose then, with the first one being the one and only Abbey Road Studios, which is in St John's Wood, and with Paul's home in Cavendish Avenue a 5-minute walk away, it's a win-win. I mean, every day the crossing is visited by Beatle fans around the world, and it's a constant testament to how the Beatles legend lives on. Finally then, one of my favourite locations where I've been many, many times, just like Abbey Road, is number 3 Savile Row, and what was the Apple head office, and where on the 30th of January 1969 they played their famous rooftop performance. It's now an Abercrombie store I believe, but it's relatively unchanged since the 60s, and there's also a blue plaque on the building to see. Actually, and as an extra location, if I was to choose another one, it would have to be Knoll Park in Sevenoaks, Kent, where the guys filmed the Strawberry Fields Forever and of course parts of the Penny Lane promo films as well. Another historic Beatles location. So Percy, I really hope that answers that question for you. And guys, if you'd like to contribute to Ask BeatleDave, why not just send me a question in the comments and I'll include it in a future episode. It's that simple. So come on guys, please please me by getting involved and ask me some super questions. So moving on now, it's time for... So yes, we're on to those fabulous old shout-outs, and it's an extra big list today, and it's a great big BeatleDave hello to Craig Warner, Polo, hiya Paul, RJ Araneta, Joseph O'Donnell, Lucas, El Diablo, Pete Terry, Ron Martin, Jerry Mathers, Hi-Fi John, Tim Elliott, Mark Foster, Angie the Beatles Girl, hiya Angie, Graham Pratchett, Dennis Barron, John Rocker, Taquazo, Matthew Buzzle, hiya Matthew, Elliot Ween and Hendrik Franson. So that's a massive hi to all of you Beatles people from yours truly, BeatleDave. So on to the main event then today, and it's a look at some fabulous solo Beatles promo CDs. So why not come and join me? So I've got a really nice bunch of solo Beatles promos to show everybody today. And actually I was quite surprised, while I was actually looking for all these CDs and things, I was quite surprised to find I haven't actually got that many from John Lennon or Ringo Starr, which I'm absolutely mortified with actually. Maybe there ain't that many out there, but I mean, I was quite surprised. But anyway, I've got plenty from Paul and obviously quite a few from George. I mean, Paul McCartney's, the amount I've got, there's no way I was going to show them all in one go, but I mean, perhaps that'll be another video coming up in a future time. So we're going to start then with this John Lennon Jealous Guy, which is a one-track USA promo CD. It's obviously from the Imagine motion picture film from 1988, and the catalogue number is DPRO 79417. And it's one of those card sleeves, as you can see. It's just slightly off-white, but it's still in absolutely great condition for 1988. Of course, you've got Imagine there, John Lennon with Jealous Guy, and of course, got that little John Lennon doodle or drawing or whatever you want to call it there. And on the back there, of course, you've got at the top there, John Lennon, Jealous Guy, and a little picture of John there, a young picture of John, with all the film details right at the bottom. So it's quite an old promo, this one. You don't see that many of these about. And there's the actual disc. So just one track on this promo. And obviously at the bottom there, you've got EMI and the capital logos. Great stuff, in good condition this. So on to the next promo then, which is Happy Christmas War Is Over. This is also a one-track UK promo CD, and it's obviously to promote the Lennon Legend album. This is from 1997, and its catalogue number, Imagine 002. And once again, though, of course, we've got one of those card sleeves, obviously a lot more delicate than the jewel case type, but these are obviously a lot more rarer. So you've got Happy Christmas there, War Is Over. You've got some information there, Parlophone and Kevin McCabe. And of course you've got promotions, EMI House there, Brook Green, London. With Lennon Legend there, bottom right. Of course you've got Happy Christmas War Is Over, taken from the album Lennon Legend, for radio promotion only. So the actual disc then, really nice disc. Happy Christmas War Is Over there, for promotional use only, not for sale. With the catalogue number, Parlophone logo, and taken from the album Lennon Legend. Super stuff. So my next John Lennon CD promo then is this one from 1997, which is again Lennon Legend. It's a 20-track UK promo, and it's an advanced listening CD promo. Catalogue number CDPP037, and it's quite a rare one, I believe, this one. I don't see that many of them, you know, these days when you sort of look about, you know, for stuff. But as you can see there, it's got an advanced listening CD, and of course for promotional use only, with the Parlophone logo. And then on the inside, got a very, very small piece of paper with the 20 tracks there. And of course the disc itself, which, you know, absolutely looks really super. With the Parlophone logo and the catalogue number. With John Lennon, Lennon Legend, Advanced Listening CD. For promotional use only. Great stuff. So the next John Lennon promo CD then is one called Excerpts from John Lennon's Anthology box set. It's a UK 2-track promo CD from 1998, and the catalogue number is Lennon 001. Fabulous CD this one, really great image of John there on the front. Of course it's a very thin jewel case one, this particular CD. And there's the spine. And of course, there's some information there on the back, obviously, about the actual CD itself and what's on it. There's only 2 tracks on this particular CD. Obviously, you got the I'm Losing You version with Cheap Trick and Only You, which was obviously the demo which eventually would turn up on Ringo's Goodnight Vienna album. There's some information on the left there, the John Lennon Anthology, and of course the 2 tracks with all the credits and stuff, with the capital logo at the bottom there and the little John Lennon drawing. Of course, on the disc itself is John Lennon at his piano there at Tittenhurst Park. So on to another John Lennon Anthology promo then, and this one's called How It Is, and it's actually a Yoko Ono interview which lasts for about 58 minutes. It's a USA promo which was released in 1998, catalogue number DPR07087. So once again we've got that same picture as on the last promo CD of John there, and as you can see up the top we've got How It Is, the John Lennon Anthology and Yoko Ono interview. And there's the spine. And of course the reverse, picture of John and Yoko there. And then we've got a little booklet. We'll take the booklet out. I think it's only a very, very small booklet, I think. There's not much to it, but it's got a few pages. A lot of information. I suppose it's all the cues. There's quite a lot of tracks, obviously. A lot of interviews. But there is 4 songs within the actual disc as well, which is actually Real Love with John on piano, Take One of Imagine, I'm Losing You, and also Watching the Wheels, which is an acoustic version. So there's all the information on there, and of course there's the actual disc itself as well. How It Is, the John Lennon Anthology, Yoko Ono interview. And it's quite a good interview actually. I've listened to it a couple of times actually, but more recently. But it's pretty good. So the next promo then is Happy Christmas Again with Bebopaloola, which is a 2-track UK promo CD from the Lennon Anthology and Once Upon a Time CDs. It's from 1998 and the catalogue number is Lennon 002. So this one is completely sealed. It's one of those card ones again. As you can see it says Happy Christmas, John Lennon there from the John Lennon Anthology. And a picture of Yoko and John. I'm guessing that's at Apple at the Christmas party in 1968. Certainly looks it. Then on the back there, of course, we've got the 2 tracks, Happy Christmas and Bebopaloola, with the picture of Once Upon a Time CD there. And of course, below that, you've got the capital and the John Lennon logo there for promotional use only, not for sale. So the final John Lennon promo CD I'm going to show today then is this one from the USA called Starting Over, and it was released in 2000 and the catalogue number is DPR07087, and it's actually another Yoko Ono interview discussing John's reissues of Plastic Ono Band, Imagine and Double Fantasy. There's also some rare spoken words by John Lennon within as well. I've never actually listened to it, but I think I'm going to crack it open and have a listen. But as you can see, they got John Lennon Starting Over, and on the spine, same details with the capital and of course the catalogue number. Then on the back there, once again, John and Yoko in Central Park with some details about the CD. So on to Paul McCartney then, and I've got quite a lot to get through, so I'm going to get through them as quick as I can. We're going to start off with this one called Paul McCartney Rocks from 1990. It's a USA promo, catalogue number DPRO79987. So quite a common promo, this particular one. Paul McCartney Rocks there, and there's the spine. And on the back, good track list in there. Figure of 8, We Got Married, Rough Ride, Band on the Run, Uncle Albert, Live and Let Die, Party Party. And then we got I Wanna Cry, Junior's Farm and Don't Get Around Much Anymore. A really good track list in there. And there's the disc. So on to the next promo then, which is Paul Is Live. It's a 5-track album sampler from the EU in 1993. Catalogue number PM Live 1. And I don't think I've ever seen another copy of this particular sampler. So you've got the Paul Is Live artwork there with the sheepdog. And Paul Is Live, an album sampler, going across Abbey Road, of course. I will take a look at the spine. And then, of course, the artwork on the inside. You've got 5 tracks, a bit of information there. Of course, the 5 tracks being Magical Mystery Tour, Biker Like an Icon, Great Song, My Love, Paperback Writer, and Live and Let Die. And there's the actual disc. So, as I say, I don't think I've ever seen another copy of this. So, it must be quite a rare one, this particular one. So on to the next promo then, which is from the USA from 1993. It's the New World Sampler. It's a 2 CD set, and the catalogue number is DPR079671. So this probably is one of my favourite samplers. So you've got Paul there with the Off the Ground CD in his hand. And we'll open it up, so we've got the New World sampler there on the right, the disc, and a fabulous bunch of tracks, including Hope of Deliverance, Maybe I'm Amazed, Get on the Right Thing, Off the Ground, Venus and Mars, Rock Show, Biker Like an Icon, Helen Wheels, 20 Flight Rock, I've Had Enough, Looking for Changes, Smile Away, Magneto and Titanium Man, Stranglehold, I Owe It All to You, Orchestra Theme, Come On People, Golden Slumbers, Carried Up Weight in the End. Really fantastic. And what we do is we'll show the spine on that particular bit, and then we'll turn it over, and of course we've got All the Best, that particular CD with all those tracks there. Absolutely fantastic. Really brilliant promo sampler, this one. So on to another USA promo then from 1997, and we've got the Flaming Pie Advanced CD, catalogue number CDP7243. No thrills, this one, it's just a card sleeve. You've got all the tracks from the album there with the Flaming Pie logo and capital and MPL. Nothing on the back, and then of course the actual Flaming Pie Advanced CD there. So the next three CDs I'm going to show then are all from Flaming Pie, and they're all one-track promos. The first one being obviously Young Boy. It's an EU-made promo, catalogue number CDRDJ6462. And of course you've got the Flaming Pie motif there on the actual disc. Absolutely fantastic stuff. It's a no thrills package, you just got a jewel case. And the second one I'm going to show then of course is The World Tonight, and the catalogue number of this one is CDRDJ6472. And you've got the actual Flaming Pie is actually on the jewel case itself. So a brilliant looking disc, that one. And the third one is of course Beautiful Night, which is catalogue number of CDRDJ6489, and that's a UK one as well as The World Tonight. But brilliant stuff, all one track promos. So on to now a bunch of Run Devil Run promos. I'm going to start with a 5-track promo, which is catalogue number RDR001. So we've got the card sleeve, and this is a 5-track promo, as I said, Run Devil Run there. Got some great artwork of Paul there, and the tracks are No Other Baby, Brown Eyed Handsome Man, Blue Jean Bop, Run Devil Run, and of course Party. Great bunch of tracks there. And there's the disc. Oh, look at that, absolutely fantastic little parlophone record there. Looks really brilliant. Run Devil Run, that's the first one. So on to the next disc then, which is a club promo. It's a 2-track promo as well, and it's catalogue number RDR002. And it's got that artwork again there with Paul McCartney club promo. Turn that over, very similar artwork again. And we've got of course Blue Jean Bop and Run Devil Run on this particular disc. Great stuff from the album, of course, Run Devil Run. Once again, you should have the same sort of similar artwork to the last one. So the next one then is a Run Devil Run radio promo. It's a 2-track promo with the catalogue number being RDR004. Once again, it's a UK one as well in this card sleeve. Got Paul McCartney there, single radio promo. Then on the back there, slightly different artwork. No Other Baby and Brown Eyed Handsome Man, taken from the album Run Devil Run. And of course, once again, they got that parlophone artwork on the disc. So the final Run Devil Run CD then is the Advanced Listening CD, catalogue number CDLRL019. And this is from 1999, as indeed was the previous 3 Run Devil Run CDs I showed. So you've got Paul McCartney there, Run Devil Run, Advanced Listening CD for promotional use only, with the juggler and of course parlophone. And there's the spine, and of course on the inside you've got the tracks of the whole album and the actual disc. So we've got a couple of promos now from Driving Rain. The first one being from A Lover to a Friend, which is a USA promo from 2001, catalogue number DR002. And there we are, from A Lover to a Friend, Paul McCartney, 2001. And some information there, a little bit too small to see, especially with my eyes. And of course, from A Lover to a Friend, Paul McCartney, 2001. So on to the second Driving Rain promo then, and it's a 6-track sampler from 2001, and it's from the USA as well. It says on there, Driving Rain, white label, Paul McCartney 2001. With the tracks actually being Lonely Road, From a Lover to a Friend, She's Given Up Talking, Your Way, I Do, and Rinse the Raindrops. With a little bit of information there as well. And of course, the actual disc itself being white, Driving Rain, white label, Paul McCartney 2001. So another USA promo then from 2001, and it's Freedom. It's a 2-track promo, and I love the artwork on this. It's absolutely fantastic. Look at that. It looks really great. Paul McCartney, Freedom. We've got the spine there and the back. You've got 2 tracks, Freedom. You've got the radio edit and the album version, of course, composed by Paul McCartney. And you've got, obviously, from the album, Driving Rain. Brilliant stuff. Really nice looking disc as well, this one. Brilliant. So this next disc then is from the USA from 2002. It's called Back in the US, and it's actually an in-store play. It's got 17 tracks on it, and it's one of those card sleeves again. As you can see, it's all self-explanatory there on the front. Live in 2002, back in the US, and a great selection of tracks there. Obviously it says in stores there November the 26th, 2002. And a brilliant disc as well, a really nice looking red disc there. So another one from back in the US, this is Matchbox on a DVD. It's 7 minutes in length from 2002 and the USA. Once again, it's got one of those card sleeves, but I think this one's relatively rare. You don't see many of these ones about. As you can see there, Paul McCartney back in the US, live 2002, and it's Matchbox DVD. Another great picture of Paul there. And then the actual disc, look at this, Stars and Stripes. Oh, that's magnificent, isn't it? That's absolutely brilliant. Great looking disc. Okay, now, so we've got a few from Chaos and Creation. So starting off with Fine Line, this is a 1-track promo from the EU, catalogue number CDRDJ6673, and it's from 2005. Just a 1-track, of course, Fine Line. But I really do like that song. It's an absolutely brilliant song. Take a look at the actual disc. Of course, it's got the similar artwork to Chaos and Creation, that sort of burgundy colour. But it's a brilliant song. I absolutely love this song. So the next promo then is Jenny Wren, catalogue number CDRDJ6678. Obviously from 2005 again, and it's a 1-track promo in the card sleeve, just like the previous one. Got Paul McCartney there, Jenny Wren, the radio edit as well as the normal version. And of course, once again, you've got that very similar looking artwork there, that burgundy. So the last one from Chaos and Creation then is this interview CD from 2005, catalogue number Chaos01. So as you can see there, Chaos and Creation in the backyard interview disc, Paul McCartney. And there's the back, not much information there, but there might be some information obviously on the booklet as I recall. Just take a quick look at the booklet there. Oh, there's a little bit of information, all the cues and things. There's nothing on the back there apart from obviously the picture of the album. And then you've got the actual picture of the interview disc itself. So on to some promos then from Memory Almost Full. We're going to start with Dance Tonight. This is a 1-track promo from the EU in 2007. And catalogue number is PROHM0172. So it's just, once again, got a card sleeve. But it's quite a nice looking card sleeve, this one. Paul McCartney, Dance Tonight. With white on the back there, very sparse with Dance Tonight again, and then we've got the black disc there with pink writing, Paul McCartney, Dance Tonight. A really great song, this one, another one of my favourites. So now I've got the USA version of Dance Tonight. Once again, it's a 1-track promo with the catalogue number being PROHM0184, and this one is absolutely fantastic. The actual artwork on this disc is brilliant, really fantastic. Look at that. Paul McCartney, Dance Tonight, and of course you've got the spine there and the back, really colourful stuff. They certainly don't make them like this anymore, and look at that, absolutely brilliant. I'm going to have to get that artwork out because it's just so good. I don't think there's anything on the inside, but if you look at the whole thing, I mean, it really is good. Look at that, absolutely amazing. And of course you've got the actual disc itself. Paul McCartney, Dance Tonight there. I don't think there's anything behind it, but it's worth a look. Great stuff. So another promo then from Memory Almost Full. We've got Ever Present Past, which is another EU 2007 1-track promo. And the catalogue number is PROHM0186. Once again, you've got that style of pink writing on the black background there with the white Ever Present Past title. Looks really good actually, it's really effective. And very similar to the other one, of course, with the title there in pink on the white background. And the disc is pretty much the same, with Paul McCartney, Ever Present Past. Fantastic stuff. So the final 3 promos I'm going to show then are obviously from the album New, as you can see. They're all one-track promos, and we're going to start with New, and that came out on the 2nd of September 2013. But you know, these are really kind of cheap looking, these kind of ones with the wallets and things. I'm not sure if they're even legitimate. I'm sure they probably are, but you never know. So Paul McCartney New there for promotional use only. Just a one-track CD. If we can pull that out, hopefully. There we go. Paul McCartney New. Of course, the juggler there, and for promotional use only. So that's that one. I'll just put that to the side. The second one is Queenie Eye. Another one-track promo released on the 9th of December 2013. And then we've got the actual disc. Paul McCartney, Queenie Eye, radio edit. And then the final one being Save Us, which was released on the 24th of March 2014. And there we go. Once again, there's the disc. And obviously at some point I'm going to be showing plenty more Paul McCartney promos, because I've got quite a lot there, and I'm sure you'll enjoy seeing those. So on to George Harrison's promo CDs then, starting with Concert for Bangladesh Selections. It's an EU 3-track promo from 1991 on Epic Records Sampler CD 1538. And I have showed this one before. It's in absolutely great condition. It's quite rare too. But you see, you've got Maxi CD single there with the Concert for Bangladesh Selections. And we're going to open that up. Of course, the tracks themselves then, there's Bangladesh, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and of course Bob Dylan's Blowing in the Wind. And on the right hand side, on the actual disc then, of course we've got the Concert for Bangladesh Selections on Epic Records with the catalogue number on the right and the songs at the bottom. Really quite a rare one this, you know, you rarely see this one about. So on to the next CD then, which is Live in Japan. It's a 5-track sampler from the USA in 1992. Catalogue number Warner Brothers PRO CD 5555. A great CD this one. Relatively rare. You don't see many of these about. So you've got George Harrison there, Live in Japan of course, which is sampler as well on the front, and the catalogue number. Then on the back we've got the 5 tracks, Taxman, Dark Horse, Cheer Down, Something, and of course While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And there's the spine. There's no booklet on this particular CD, but there's the disc. Of course, it's George Harrison there, Live in Japan sampler with Eric Clapton and band. And it's produced by Spike and Nelson Wilbury. Great stuff. So the next CD then is the All Things Must Pass Advanced Sampler from 2001. It's made in the EU. Of course, it's the 30th anniversary of All Things Must Pass, and it's an 8-track promo. So it's got that colorised version of All Things Must Pass there with George and his gnomes, and the special advanced sampler at the bottom. And there's the spine. And of course on the back there we've got a listing of the tracks. And there we are, just a little bit of information there, just a card insert. And of course the actual disc with the gnomes on it. Of course the actual tracks then, we've got My Sweet Lord, What Is Life, Isn't It a Pity, Ballad of Frankie Crisp. Then we got Wah Wah, Beware of Darkness, and All Things Must Pass, with the additional track of My Sweet Lord 2000. So the next CD then is another All Things Must Pass promo CD. This one's a conversation with George Harrison on the 15th of February 2001, and it's USA made. It runs about 12 minutes, and it's a reasonably rare CD this one, but it's a great conversation with George. So you've got George Harrison there, All Things Must Pass, with the other details I've just mentioned. And on the back, of course, he discusses about the 30th anniversary release of All Things Must Pass. Fabulous stuff. So we've got a little booklet in there, which I've just taken out. A little bit more information. What George discusses and stuff. But it's a very entertaining interview with George, as it always is. Just a few pages in there. And of course the actual disc itself. Brilliant stuff. So on to the next promo then, which is Stuck Inside a Cloud. It's a 1-track promo from the EU. It was released in 2002 with the catalogue number George 1. So obviously from Brainwashed, Stuck Inside a Cloud there by George Harrison. 1-track promo. Very sparse details there, but we've got Parlophone there and Dark Horse logos. And of course the actual disc itself. Stuck Inside a Cloud by George Harrison. And another promo 1-track CD from the EU then, from Brainwashed. Of course this one's Any Road, catalogue number CDRDJ6601, and this came out in 2003. Once again, it's just a 1-track promo, no thrills. Picture of George there, great picture of George. And of course inside, we've got some details on the left and a fabulous looking Dark Horse CD on the right there, with just a 1-track Any Road. So now on to a promotional DVD for the Concert for George. It's actually come out in 2003 and features selected highlights from the double DVD set. It's catalogue number PR04317 and it's 20 minutes long. And of course it was filmed on the 29th of November 2002 at the Concert for George. So as you can see there, it's got a Concert for George with all the details there when it was filmed. There's a little bit of more information there on the back there, and of course what tracks are on the actual disc. But then we've actually got the disc itself, of course. Concert for George there, DVD. So on to the 1-track promo of This Is Love from 2004. It's an EU-made disc with the catalogue number being Dark H001, and it was made to promote the Best of Dark Horse 76 to 92 box set. So it's one of those card sleeves again. Of course you've got George Harrison, This Is Love, with the Dark Horse Records label there, or logo, taken from the album Cloud 9. This Is Love there. And of course it's a fabulous looking disc as well, this one, really nice. So on to the next promo then, which is the Dark Horse years 1976 to 1992. It's a 12-track sampler made in the EU in 2004 with the catalogue number Dark H002. And it's one of those card sleeves again, as you can see, very similar to the last one, with all the details at the top there. George Harrison, the Dark Horse years 1976 to 1992, and a 12-track sampler. And the tracks are, of course, from the first album, which is 33 and a Third, Crackerbox Palace and Dear One. And then we've got Blow Away, Here Comes the Moon from George Harrison, all those years ago, and Teardrops from Somewhere in England, with That's the Way It Goes, and of course Unknown Delight from Gone Troppo, Got My Mind Set on You, and This Is Love from Cloud 9. And of course you've got Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth, and Cheer Down from Live in Japan. Fabulous disc, this one. Really nice sampler. And of course similar artwork from the previous promo. So the final promotional item I'm going to show as regards to George Harrison today then is this particular 6 CD set called Mo Songs. It was produced in December 1994 by Warner Brothers, catalogue number PRO-MO-1994. And of course the actual Mo is the M in A&M Records. And George actually recorded an exclusive song for this particular set where you can't get anywhere else in the world. And this particular set I've got here is completely sealed, as you can see. And you've got the Rat Pack on the front there. Of course, it says Mo Songs as well. It's a really nice set and it's really quite rare. I mean, I must open it one day actually. And there's the catalogue number at the bottom there. But it's really nice. Looks really fabulous. Got the Warner Brothers emblem there and reprise. But I must open it. It looks really, really fantastic. I've seen an open one, but it looks really, really great. So finally, last but not least then, we're on to Ringo Starr and the very few CD promos I got from Ringo, and I'm really quite embarrassed that I've only got 3 to show, and that's all I've actually got. So obviously we're going to start off with La Di Da, which is a 2-track promo from 1998. It's in one of those card sleeves. You got Ringo there with La Di Da and he's holding up his peace fingers. Peace and love, everybody. And of course there, once again, La Di Da radio edit. And of course we've got Love Me Do, which is a version of Love Me Do which he did. With all the details there. And of course it's from Vertical Man, back in the day. And there's the actual disc. A nice red disc there. Ringo Starr, La Di Da. With Love Me Do as well. Great stuff. So the second promo then from Ringo is another one from Vertical Man, and it's called 4 Songs from Vertical Man from 1998, catalogue number Ringo 1. So we've got the old jewel case type one on this one. Really nice looking. There's the back, of course. Vertical Man picture. That's obviously Ringo from Abbey Road. And there's the spine. Of course by this point he was on Mercury Records. And we've got a little tiny little booklet, I think, in there. Just a couple of pages. Ringo Starr there. A little bit of information. And then we've got on the back the 4 tracks being La Di Da 1. I Was Walking and King of Broken Hearts. All tracks from Vertical Man. With a little bit more information under there. And of course the actual disc itself. Really nice looking disc actually. And then under that, a great big mosaic of pictures. Brilliant stuff. So the final CD I'm going to show from Ringo then is one for Why Not? And it's the Advanced Album Promo CD from 2010. And I'm hoping this is actually not a counterfeit because, you know, I always look at these ones in these plastic wallets and think, oh, you know, they just look a bit cheap. But we're going to take that open then. I do hope it's not a counterfeit one and I haven't been duped on eBay. Ringo Starr then with Why Not? And of course they're the same information with the tracks. And it's got Universal at the bottom. Now, I don't know, you know, this may be counterfeit. What do you guys think? Ringo Starr, Why Not? It's got all the correct information. It's just got one of those green CDR type CDs, you know, so maybe it might be a fake one, I don't know. So thank you everybody for tuning in today on the channel, and I really hope you've enjoyed seeing those fabulous solo Beatles CDs from my collection. And don't forget, as always, I appreciate any comments or communication I get from any of you Beatles people, and I'll always come back to you just as soon as I can. So the next video then is back with the Apple Records album series, episode 13, and the companion album to John's Yoko Ono Plastic Ono Band. So please make sure that you're here in 2 weeks, same Beatles time, same Beatles channel. So anyway, as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, why not give us a like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. This is BeatleDave signing off. BeatleDave.